Good morning, students, to all of you. Today we start the measurement of national income. Measurement national income divided into three parts. First one is the dividend method. Second one is the income method. Third one is the expense method. So, what do you mean by value of outputs? Value of output is estimated at current prices prevailing in the market. Current prices prevailing in the market. It means what the price is existing at present time. That price is to be considered in the calculation of the value of output. It is called the value of output of market price. This is called the value of output of market price, because we have already known the factor cost and market price. So whenever we are finding out the value-added methods, that time in initial stages the price is to be considered the current year prices. So current year prices into quantity is to be called the value of output. Just value of output. First of all, we have to find out the value of output before that value-added method. The value of output is estimated at current prices prevailing in the market is to be known as the value of output. So it means, suppose in an economy, in an accounting year, there are three types of books. One is the X type books, another is the Y types books, another is the Z types books. And X goods units of production is 3,000 tons, 2,000 tons and 1,000 tons. That was the production, for example. And per unit or price is, suppose that 10 crores, this is the 20 crores, and this is the 30 crores. So, value of output of X goods 3,000 into 10 equal to 30,000 crores of rupees. If it is calculated crores of rupees. 20 into 2,000 equal to 40,000 rupees. 30 into 1,000 equal to 30,000 rupees. So in the total goods in an economy, in that X goods and Y goods and Z goods, so this is that value, that is at 0.37 100,000 crores of rupees, which will be the value of. So what is the formula of the value of outputs? Value of output equal to price into quantity. Their Q is that quantity of outputs. What do you mean quantity here? It means that 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. These are quantity. So that value of output equal to price into quantity. And here is that how much quantity are produced, that much quantity are sold in the market. That much quantity are sold in the market. So that is to be called the value of outputs. Now the question comes, if all the quantities are not sold in that accounting year, all the quantities are not sold in that accounting year, then that quantities units are to remain of that year, and that quantities are to be go to that next year. At that time, that will be called the opening stock of that accounting year. And similarly, that next year, what will that remaining are not sold, then that will be also called the closing stocks. So closing stock or this opening stock, that closing stock minus opening stock, which is to be called the change in stock. So remember it, one is change in stock equal to closing stock minus opening stock. Closing stock minus opening stock is to be known as that change in stock. So if the quantities are not sold in the market, then the value of output equal to sales plus change in stock. This is called the value of output. Remember it, value of output is not included in the national income computations. Not included in computation. Whenever we are calculating value of output is not with the value-added methods. So, value of output of a farm is the sum total of the value of sales of the farm during the year plus that value of change in stock in an accounting year is to be known as that value of output. That is symbolically, that is in formula I write here, sales plus change in stock equal to value of output. Sales plus change in stock equal to value of outputs. This is to be called the value of outputs. After finding out of the value of output, then we have to find out the value added. So what is that output, value of output? We are using the different factors, inputs, raw materials in the process of the productions. So that is to be called the intermediate consumptions. So whenever we will deduct that intermediate consumption from that value of output, then we will get that value added. Then we will get that value added. So value added equal to value added equal to value of output minus intermediate consumption. This is called the value added. Value of output minus value of intermediate consumptions. Or we may write here sales plus change in stock minus intermediate consumption. Or we may write here sales plus closing stock minus opening stock, and keeping here in the bracket, minus intermediate consumption. I see here the intermediate consumptions. This is to be called the value added. It means the sum total value added by all producing enterprises within the domestic territory. These are the within the domestic territory. We have already known the meaning of domestic territory in the geographical boundary. So sales plus closing stock minus opening stock minus incremental consumption equal to that value added, and all these productions which are in the domestic trade, it can be classified into that value of outputs. One is that primary sector, another is that secondary sectors, another is that tertiary sectors. So what is the value of output of these three sectors minus intermediate consumption? Is called value added. So this value added is to be called gross value added. Because I have already told that sales where is that considering in that current year prices, so at that time that gross value added which will be that is market price. It is gross value added market price equal to value of output minus intermediate consumptions. Or this gross value added market price is also to be known as GDP at market price. So GDP at market price equal to value of output minus intermediate consumptions. This is called the gross value added market price or GDP at market price. So what we conclude here, GDP at market price or gross value added market price equal to gross value added market price, or we can say that GDP at market price to value of output minus intermediate consumptions. Dear students, before this I have already explained the three components. One is net direct tax, another is depreciation, or it is to be known as the consumption of fixed capital, and third one is the net factor income from capital. So these are the three components, basic components you have to know. Can GDP at market price or gross value added market price, we find out the value of output minus intermediate consumption. Then from GDP market price, we have to calculate the national income. Or whenever the question comes, I have already told all of you, national income is to be called that NNP at factor cost. Remember it, national income means NNP at factor cost. So it means gross domestic product market price or gross value added market price equal to value of output minus intermediate consumption then we have to find out NDP at market price or net value added market price, which is what equal to right here GDP at market price minus depreciation. GDP NDP market price minus depreciation. Or we may write here value of output minus intermediate consumption minus depreciation. This is called the net domestic product market price or net value market price. From NDP market price, we can calculate NDP at factor cost, NDP at factor cost or net value added at factor cost, which is equal to, we may write here, NDP at market price or net value added factor cost minus net indirect taxes. Or that is, we may write, this is that GDP market price minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes. Or we may write here next formula, NDP at factor cost NDP at factor cost equal to value of output minus intermediate consumption equal to gross value added market price minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes. This is called the NDP at factor cost or net value added cost. Next, we have to find out the national income or NNP at factor cost. Very simple. We have already known NDP at factor cost plus net factor income from abroad equal to NNP at factor cost. If we find out that NNP at factor cost direct from the value of outputs, so we may write here NNP at factor cost equal to value of output minus intermediate consumption minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes plus net factor income from abroad. This is called that NNP at factor cost. Or we may elaborate it. Value of output equal to formula sales plus change in stock minus intermediate consumption minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes plus net factor income from abroad. Or directly you can find out sales plus closing stock minus opening stock minus intermediate consumption minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes plus net factor income from abroad. Or we can elaborate that it's sales. Sales equal to price into quantity. If that total production would not be sold in that accounting year, then there will be closing stock minus opening stock. So plus closing stock minus opening stock minus intermediate consumption minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes plus net factor income from abroad is called an immediate factor cost. So an immediate factor cost is also national income. It means national income is the sum total of net value added factors across all producing units of an economy. Sum total of net value added factor cost. Sum total of net value added factor cost. Across all producing units. Across all producing units. All producing units means here is the primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sectors. In an economy is to be called the net value added factor cost and an immediate factor cost. Whatever. So it means if we will calculate the producing enterprises divided as a primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sectors. Three sectors we have already known: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sectors. So national income by value added methods. National income by value added method equal to gross value added by primary sector, gross value added by primary sector in the domestic territory. Would be the domestic territory plus gross value added by secondary sector within the domestic territory plus gross value added by territory sector within the gross value added by tertiary sector within the domestic territory. These three, which is called the gross value added market price, or it is to be called the gross domestic product market price. Three components I will say. One is that net indirect taxes, depreciation, and net factor income from abroad. Three components is minus depreciation is equal to क्या आ जाएगा? Net value added market price or NDP at market price. Next, minus net indirect taxes. Then what we get? NDP at factor cost. Next, plus net factor income from abroad. We'll get that NDP at factor cost, which is to be called the national income. That is the method of the value added method by national income. So what to do? say now, steps whenever we are calculating that national income by value added method. First, identification of classification of producing enterprises. Identification of classifying producing enterprises. These are the primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sectors. After that, we have to find out the gross value added. Gross value added, how we will find out? First of all, you find out the value of output of each sectors, primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. The value of output minus intermediate condition, that is the gross value added of primary sectors, gross value added by secondary sectors, gross value added by tertiary sectors. Then we will get the gross value added market price of GDP market price. These are the steps to calculate. Then minus depreciations, we will get the net value added market price or ND paid market price. Then minus net indirect taxes, then we will get the ND paid factor cost. Then plus net factor income from the board, then we will get the NN paid factor cost, which is to become the national income. That is the process to calculate the national income by value added method. I think you must be clear. Thank you.